Greetings, everyone. Welcome. Gratitude for your time and your attention, and may it be returned to you threefold. If you haven't watched the first part of this, you're welcome to pull up a chair. But if you watch the first part, the cards have already been pulled. It was like an hour and 20-minute discussion, and it was beautiful. But after I closed the video yesterday, I just couldn't. I was so drawn to the cards, like I couldn't stop looking at them, and I took notes. I found so much more information, and I just want to drive it home. So this is the drive it home, because again, I woke up this morning. Was it this morning or yesterday morning when I did this, to like 2, I think it was yesterday. No, it was today. I woke up to a geomagnetic storm alert, as well as 2 alerts for solar flares. So again, this light energy is coming to Earth. And I realized by looking at the cards yesterday that we are literally moving from blue to yellow. Like we really are. You know when you turn up a flame? And it's so hot that it's blue. It's so interesting to me. Like in this divine masculine and this divine feminine energy is present. And we have this creator force energy coming. Like I feel that 3 of Pentacles energy. Like we... And then we got this card, Ra, the sun god, and it was about action, and there was fire and water energy, and then we got the 10 of Cups from the tarot. Look at all those cups standing together. Like something, and so something is coming full circle. There's so much love to tap into right now, which again is why the adversary is doing flips and dive rolls and fancy moves right now. And you have to bob and weave. And I think one of the signs had that in their one of their readings of late. It said just bob and weave. But 10 of Cups, so we have the fire and the water here. But what I wanted to first start off and talk about was the language of light, because this was one of the first things. This isn't the violet flame. There's another card that looks just like this, and I kept saying the violet flame. Well, it is the violet flame, actually, now that I think about it, because remember when we brought up this? The rainbow bridge is Christ consciousness energy, and for those who, tap into Christian ideologies and the energy of Jesus, then this is going to resonate even more with you. But this is about Christ's consciousness, resurrection, the rainbow bridge coming full circle. I looked more into this card afterwards, and we have this celestial channel, which also has a circle. And it's about hidden beauty, remaining optimistic. Because remember, optimism was what Ra, the sun god, this is what's coming in. Ascension codes are coming in on the light rays. These geomagnetic storms. And it's activating us. Awakening us. But what I wanted to get into was this language of light, rediscovery, humble wanderer, and communication. And I want to get into this because this is blue, and the card, I realized, I was like, this is blue, language of light, and there's all this blue energy. And there's also more water energy with the dolphin. So, because then, remember, those 2 cards, this came out with these 2. Remember, they wanted to be seen immediately. And this, I want to read this because this is about the blue. I realized afterwards, this is energy that has to do with the color blue as well. So what we want to do Please read. The language of light is written among sound waves and frequencies. Any object that has a high resonance falls within the light language and is multi-dimensional. Often, when reviewing the language of light, symbols, numbers, and geometry take center stage. One example of this language resides within the realm of sacred geometry and is often used in energy clearing, sacred intentions, prayer, meditation, and mindful practice. I just want to say to notice this similar sacred geometry that's in both of these cards. Right? So, moving forward. Water spirits, such as dolphins, whales, and seahorses, which I thought there was something about a seahorse, but maybe I was wrong. I might be just thinking of something else. That might be just resonating with me. Whales and seahorses have unique alignments with light languages. I'm a Cancer. These graceful water creatures emit high-frequency sound waves that shatter dense energy fields with precision and purpose. Highly intelligent and protective, these beautiful beings will share their mystical intelligence if you meet them with respect, humility, and peace. Galactic guides and seven sisters request you immerse yourself in higher frequencies that can uplift your soul and spirit to improve your vitality. Rediscover the old and ancient, reduce waste, and upcycle to help the environment. This simply will make room for new energy, bringing more joy to your life. The communication of light language through your celestial channel will encourage you to try new things, including interest in traveling to foreign lands and learning new languages that support your personal and spiritual growth. Just as with learning a new language, try not to get lost in spirit translation. Serenity comes with peaceful actions. Speak with silence. The sacred crystal is Larimar. Interesting. I hear the language of light clearly. I speak with renewed spirit. So Larimar is a blue stone. So again, we have this blue energy. And the Sagittarius full moon reading, which was actually the Sagittarius tarot reading, the Starborn reading, but I made it this full moon reading for June 14th because the message was to travel, to take a road trip, or be, somewhere in your backyard or somewhere on the other side of the planet, but to visit a ley line or a power place to get some kind of activation, or just some type of resonation. So it's really just, I feel it's just such a magical time. This can be such a magical summer, and I really want people to embrace this energy because there's this Christ consciousness. There's a huge change. There's a huge change happening, a huge shift. And this is why the adversary is busy attempting to tip the scale in its favor, or to at least keep us from tipping the scale. Well, the scales must be balanced. So I digress. Energy attachments. Remember, we were talking about parasites, negative influences, self-sabotage. You are a conscious creator. How you address the energy in your life determines how it is directed around you. Emotional energy, spiritual entities, and negative energy frequencies have the potential to disrupt your life force, misdirecting your thoughts towards lower vibrational actions such as addictions, mental and emotional instability, and other non-loving pathways filled with self-sabotage and critical judgment. Forever in a deep state of awareness and tranquility, Lord Shiva is held as a supreme being and is depicted in two poses: meditation and dance. The divine meditation and dance. Wow. Okay. Wow. The divine masculine is carried by Lord Shiva as his power and presence encompasses a love of all life, choosing to protect those who could not protect themselves. The spiritual warrior. known for rescuing other gods and spiritual beings by agreeing to swallow the blue poison. He was able to save all living beings and bring order to the world. Any state of fear will weaken your auric fields, making it more challenging to keep attachments away and to keep control of your energy. Lord Shiva asks you to address any parasitic connections or energy attachments that have been draining your vitality, influencing and interrupting thought processes. Ascension Master Lord Shiva holds the power of destruction and creation within his grasp, suggesting that you regain control over your own energy exchanges and remove energetic ties that are consuming your life in a negative way, reducing spiritual manipulation. Dance and body movement will lighten your heart to let go and free yourself from old restrictions. Shake it out, shake it out. It's hard to dance when the devil's on your back, so shake it out. Florence and the Machine, right? That song got me through some, woo, honey. I love the lyrics. The lyrics, that song, her voice is so powerful and etheric. I don't even believe that she has amazing control, don't get me wrong, but as she grows older and grows into her gift, man, because she has a powerful gift. But the lyrics of that song, I'm so tired of dragging this horse around. All of its questions, such a mournful sound. Tonight I'm going to bury that horse in the ground. Someone needed to hear that. And I know I resonated with that line. Some of us are tired. And why? Why are we so tired? Because thieves do not break into empty houses. You have a light source, an energy source, and there are parasites, energetic, auric, emotional, mental, and they're all feeding on you. They're attached to your energy, but they need you, you don't need them. Hey, so just shake them out. I may include that in a link below. I remove imbalance. Holding on to anger is swallowing poison. Be at peace with your demons. Be at peace with your demons. Holding on to anger is swallowing poison. Be at peace with your demons. Ascension Master Lord Shiva. Sacred crystal shungite. I remove imbalanced energy with ease. I am secure. I am safe. And it's interesting because remember this came out? The Four of Pentacles, safety, security, stability, success, abundance, having enough. So in this scenario, there's this language of light and there's this blue poison that Shiva drinks. Dance and body movement will lighten your heart to let go and free yourself from old restrictions. Yeah. That shamanism. And I think that some of you out there, I grew up in the city of Chicago. I had the pleasure of dancing with some of the most talented street dancers, if you will. Like people who, I've known plenty of technical dancers as well, who were amazing. I danced. I did B96, B-Bash 95, 96 at the World Music Theater. I've been on stages. I've danced at clubs. And I was, the girls that I danced with were phenomenal. And we danced for a lot of the Chicago artists, a lot of people that songs that on the radio. I also got into spoken word. And did spoken word around the city, was a Def Jam finalist, and which put me in a lot of circles. And because of who I was and my person, who I am, anywho, so dance and words matter. And I think we've been burning in this yellow energy for a while, and it's time for us to heat it up. You know, it's time for us to see another color of ourselves. And we had the scales here, remember? And then we have all this creator energy. Remember they talked about one of the cards, I think the Golden Ray talked about there was this creator force energy, receiving and giving gifts, passionate projects, love and laughter. And I want to say too, when we say receiving and giving gifts, and I had spoke of the holidays and a tradition and the joy of giving a gift and finding a gift, especially when it's something that you know someone's going to like, and something that you know that they receive, and you know they're touched by it. And it doesn't, you know, a gift isn't something that has to be expensive. It can be, but it's about the meaning and the thought behind the gift. And we all have had those priceless gifts, and priceless, inexpensive gifts. You know, it's all about the timing. It's all about, you know what I'm saying. But also giving and receiving gifts. I just heard this also about your abilities. Giving and receiving a gift. You've received a gift and you have to give it. You have to give back through that gift, if that resonates. But we have this creating new traditions, right? And this is about both of these cards, and this one is about all of the pain we feel and what we've learned and how to use it from it, like that it's time to let go. It said something about like transmuting that harsh energy into love. And we have these, again, the scales, right? Creating a new tradition. This is how we're going to balance out by creating something new. You know, like clearly if you were abused as a child, you don't want to continue the tradition of abusing your child, right? When you have children, right? You create a new tradition. And I know that was kind of dark, and it doesn't have to be dark, but it's about the darkness that we have and balancing the scales. Like we create a new tradition, and this was on the bottom of the deck. Creating a new direction. It's time to create a new plan. It's time to assess where we are and find a new direction. The 4 directions. And I also feel like this is the energy because underneath it is the Lakota tribe. This is about a coming together and going in a new direction. And what was really interesting is then underneath that was the serpent. And yesterday when I went on a walk, my dog was limping, and I happened to just bend down just to check, rub her leg and make sure she didn't have anything in her paw. And I saw a garden snake, black with like a very like yellow, little bit greenish yellow stripe. And I wouldn't have saw it if I hadn't been down, but I saw this, that this is about shedding an aspect from the past, a light from the dark, light coming in again. This is Aztec energy, this is fire energy, Kundalini energy, the sacred serpent, and we had the sun god. There's an ascension happening. Yeah, there's messages, the soul star and third eye chakra. Like there's... And then we talked again about the you got the love. Underneath you got the love was you are not alone. And then under that was weight of the world. It's not yours to carry. Let it go. And we have boundaries. There's, you know, boundaries. And we talked about swords and shields, right? Like putting up a shield to protect yourself from these entities, from these entities. And when you sense their presence, or when you sense, you know, have you ever gone to sleep sometimes and you go to sleep in a good mood and you wake up and you're not in a good mood? And you're like, I don't understand. I went to bed in such a good mood. Why did I wake up cranky? Your shields and your swords, like using your spiritual armor, using your spiritual arsenal, pulling things out, using your mind, just envisioning sacred geometry around you. You know, because that celestial channel that came out, she's got the same sacred geometry, if you can see it, as the lady in this one. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but this is about creating a channel of light. Ooh, the crystal kingdom, inner oracle, sphere of light, light body, dharma wheel, cathedral of light, sacred space, consciousness. I mean, come on, you guys. Cosmic wave, angelic realms. I mean, it goes on and on. There is light energy coming in, I think, of a very rare and special kind. And I think that also we need to look forward to the Lion's Gate that's coming up. Sometimes these things sneak up on us and we don't have time to really utilize that energy for our growth. But again, the Resistance card is about raising your swords and shields and going after what you want. And again, we have Lady Justice here, and we have the King of Swords. And that's a warrior king who will protect you. You know, there's protection. And I also noticed, again, I wanted to talk about the Christ consciousness, the Rainbow Bridge, Lady Justice, things. This is about, you know, the truth will set you free, the truth coming forward. I mean, and look at like the 3 spheres around their head. And I also noticed that I had chose to change my facade to this Wonder Woman card that my significant other gave me. But I love the card because it's you have the power to change the world. And I did a little solo, you know. I sang a little song because it moved me. Okay? And I just noticed that look at the wildflowers. I picked these today on a walk, spending a little time in nature as suggested. But I noticed that the color energies were pink and this purple, and we have the scales, we have this card and this card that are the same color energies as the Wonder Woman. You have the power to change the world. You know, and the purple in this, and there was something else that was, but like there's these, you know, those are those higher color. Like if you ever, like I said yesterday, take a picture on a day of a solar storm and you'll see the little color rays coming through. You'll see the sacred geometry in your lens flares. You'll it's beautiful. Anywho, so there's again, angel of memory. The truth is going to be restored. And again, I love how these two, there's a similar energy here, right? Both his hands are kind of weighed, balanced. She's got the scales. You know, your memory is being returned. The truth is being about who you are and your abilities. Again, all this purple energy, these flowing robes energy. There's flowing fabric here, flowing, you know, this is a beautiful story. And then I talked about the Empress, and she showed up, as in the lovely ladies link who I included in the first video, but also the Empress. And this is the creative force. This is the divine. This is the creative energy showing up again. It's time for you to create something new, a new tradition. And this is a card of abundance. And this is a card of, it's a great time to birth new projects, ideas. This is also like Midas touch energy. This is a great time for you to take care of yourself and start, you know, putting more time into self-ritual and self-love. You know, if you want more love, I just heard before I started this, and something I was watching, then you start being more loving. And also, again, we have this new beginning, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, like fresh start, clean slate. And we had this new life. I mean, and we also talked about how the Empress, right? There's like similar color energies and feeling, and you know what, new life. And the Sandalphon, again, when I was looking for an Earth Star Chakra meditation music, this came up, and I was like, oh, I have that card. And then he shows up, and I wanted to say this as well. What was I looking for? Where was it? And underneath this card was the Angel of Divination with the sacred geometry. Something's happening here, and what it is ain't exactly clear. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I know it's round, I think, but I changed it to down. Exactly. You know, this burdens are about to be lifted. Let me get my notes. I took a bunch of notes. I want to make sure I'm getting everything. But there was something with Sandalphon's flower. There was something I saw yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, it's the same flower. I'll find it though. I'll find ya. I'll find ya. Oh, that's what it was. So we got the sacred serpent, right? And we had the third eye chakra, the seahorse, surrender, trust. This is a time of radical trust. This is a time for you to allow to go with the flow. And embrace this change. There's something, oh, the bottom of there was universal love. I believe that was the card. And I think I was like, it's the same flower. This is that divine feminine energy. But let me look at my notes and see what else we got. So you are strong and resilient. This is something that I'm getting that needs to be driven home. And we had this assessing, and so this is be on the lookout. I got this afterward. Be on the lookout, because again, this is a huge opportunity for either side of the game right now, and that's why they're coming at us so bleeping hard. That's why, and when I say that, I don't watch the news, but there are times, even just in the feed or whatever, I can particularly see and sense like, wow, it's like people getting left and right with everything. Like there's pots boiling across the world stage like we have never seen before, or at least we think we've never seen before, but that's the way it feels. But there's this huge energy shift coming in, so be on the lookout. Shut, pardon my French, shut that shit down quick. And again, similar color energies here with the purple and the pattern. Shut that shit down. Take your sword, okay? And when you see somebody coming at you with pay attention to your environment. This is really like hanged. I just really get hanged man energy. Like this is. You have to really be in the energy of being of the world, but not in it. Like, you got to go to work, do your thing. I'm not saying, don't talk to anybody. I'm just saying, remove yourself. Making those subtle changes, because there is a change coming. But, sometimes we think we have to make these drastic changes, and the subtle changes make a huge difference as well. 333. I saw it today before I picked these flowers. And on a license plate that turned the corner, 333. And then right after that, 444. Pay attention. You're getting signs, you're getting signals. A lot of the light workers are picking up on the same messages. Scales, creating new traditions. Gemini, oh, creating new life. And there's twins here, and we're in Gemini season. There's like twin angels here. At least that's how it resonates with me. Or maybe he's one. Is that a Siamese angel? I don't know. But anyways, since we're in Gemini, I have the will to make the changes I need. You have the will right now to make the changes you need. Whatever it is that brings you safety, security, stability, success, whatever you have. This is a strong window to make those changes. We have change here. We have change coming in, boundaries, letting go, codependency. There's this love coming in, and you may not need certain relationships anymore, or some of you might be, but there's this love. 10 of Cups. Some of you are feeling the love. You're renewing the love. You're falling in love. You're loving yourself more. And I think that that's pretty much, yeah. Some of you might be seeing like on the clocks like 12 and 21, because I remember we talked about 21, resilience, your strength and your resilience. And these are both card 21 that came out in your reading. And that's what this Ra was saying. Strength, vitality. It's time. Remember he said, it was something about it was time for ascension. It was time to rise up. These burdens are, some of you have held on and you have been through a lot. And you've remained patient and you've remained grateful and you've helped others when you've had, enough to share. When you've had abundance, you've shared. You've asked for help when you've needed it. You think that you haven't made huge steps, and you have. The universe isn't asking us to be perfect tomorrow. I think that the universe is asking you to bring things into your awareness, to take accountability for things, to release them, because there's all the things that we have been asking for and we have been waiting for are being delivered. And all we have to do is make these shifts and these changes to allow the access point for the light to come in. And then she's hugging herself, the language of light, the language of love. And this was a card that was about having trouble with the love light language. But we have love all around. There's so much love coming in. There's so much. I'm so excited to see how this summer turns out. And I'm going to take full advantage. So let's just, on the way out, anything else? The collective, one final from the of course. Gratitude. And then notice the attitude is highlighted, because gratitude is an attitude. If you adopt gratitude as an attitude, you're constantly in it's a powerful energy, and it's a vibration raiser and we have this 10 of Cups here, gratitude. We have this 4 of Pentacles here, gratitude. This is a very easy place to start, by just right now naming one thing you're grateful for. Even in the midst of your darkness, even in the midst of your pain, your sorrow, your suffering, your fear, your anxiety, if you can just reach for one little spark of light, like in the never-ending story at the end when the Empress, how fitting. Oh, you guys are, I love it. The never-ending story at the end where she just has one tiny little grain of sand sparkling to rebuild an entire world with. Look for that little grain of sand, that little thing. You know what? You know, look for it. It's there. Look for the gratitude. That's and it's such and same color energies that we're dealing with, the blue, the pink, purple. Gratitude. Look for the gratitude in your life. Rise above and look above the BS. Be honest with yourself, because Lady Justice is here, and Lady Justice is going to require you to be honest with yourself as well and take accountability for your actions. And not to be punished, to bring that acknowledgement into your awareness so you can release it, so you can acknowledge, so you can take that lesson with you and balance the scales and then receive. Change. Lighten the load. There is so much light and laughter. And that is why the enemy is trying to distract us with all of this darkness on the, as usual. Oh, and then she comes out. Yep. Yep. My sigil. And how fitting that we end with the Empress, right? We end with the Empress energy. Powerful energy, divine feminine energy, creative, fertile, abundant. Look, she's sitting on a cornucopia. Medea, she's sitting on a cornucopia. And again, I just happened my own card deck. You know, same color energy, blues, orange. The Geechee Empress, who is my new fave. I love her channel. I'll include a link in the bottom, as I did in the first video. Every new level equals a new devil. It's just like the video game. And that's not to scare you. That's for you to be on point. Same color energies. Interesting how the beautiful divine imagination works. I can't even get enough of divine mechanics. It's just like, show me more, do it again. Do it again, I want to do it again. Oh, it's fun. Right? Every new level equals a new devil. And you ever heard the songs, you know, more money, more problems? That's the same thing. More money, new problems. New money, new problem. But I don't want you to look at it like that, because we're not going to focus on the negative, right? But that's why. But you are the King of Swords and the Empress energy. This is the energy that you have on your side. You have the energy to cut out this devil and shut it down real quick by the decisions, by the choices that you make, by what you focus on, by what you think about, by who you allow in your life. And this is also a spiritual war. You know, this card, the King of Swords, you know, speaks up for others and defends others and speaks the truth. The King of Swords is sitting here in between Lady Justice and the Empress, both major arcana. Major and strong energies. Every new level equals a new devil. These are just some things that I wrote down on my business cards just to help me. Thing is that, you know, sometimes to fill in the cracks of the other cards, so I know exactly. Yeah, so you have to be on point, and one of the ways that you have to be on point is you have to have your memory. You have to know the truth, right? That's why Lady Justice is here. You have to know the truth. And the adversary has worked very hard for a very long time to hide the truth. Distorts the truth. I mean, right? The greatest trick the devil ever did. What the greatest trick of the devil? What is it? He made the world believe he didn't exist. And the light workers are here to tell you, like, no, we're in a spiritual battle. So you need to get your swords and your shields raised. However that is for you. And I'm not trying to blame the devil. I'm just using that as general energy because I know there's people out there that have whatever it is that doesn't serve your highest good. But this is gratitude, and gratitude again keeps your vibration high. It keeps you in a certain energy and connection. And so I feel like this is that sword. Again, similar color energies, right? That's his sword. Your sword right now, your weapon is gratitude. Make a list. Even if you're in your darkest hour right now, if you could find something to be grateful about, truly, authentically. All right, I feel like we have another angel with us, so I'm going to go ahead and just, I wonder if it's old Gabe. Old Gabriel. For those who know, angels are, you ever seen like in the movies on the superheroes and they're all funny, cracking jokes and stuff? Yeah, that's because that's how angels are. They're funny. They're serious as heck when they're serious. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to. But when they have a very laughter is not only one of the tools in the arsenal, but laughter is also yeah. Anywho, all right. Do we have an angel that would like to close out? For the collective, this reading of the blue flame activation. Wow. Wow, I was not expecting you. Yeah, this is the angel of time. Wow. I would have never, wow. This is a very unique angel. This angel has taken on a lot of responsibility. A job that it's like, you know how you're that person at your job that steps up and does the job that nobody else will do, but you know it needs to get done, and so you step up and do it. Or in your family, this is this angel. Because this angel is the angel of time, so he has to be everywhere. It has to be everywhere at once. It's constantly working. It's a job that the other angels were like, no, and I said I would do this, but I don't know if I want to. You know, it's like when they want you to be a supervisor and you're like, I don't want to be here on the weekends. I don't want to deal with people's petty issues for what? Like, it's kind of like that. He was the angel. Was like, I got this. I'll take care of it. I'll do it. Wow. And the angel of time. That's deep, y'all. Eternally vigilant and forever burning. And I believe that's Remph. I don't know exactly how to say it. It's not rolling for me. I don't. But Remph, that's what I say, is the movement through space measured out with deft precision. Is the movement through space measured out with deft precision. That sword. Movement through space with deft precision. Our footsteps upon the earth mark its passing, for we are all bound to time. One by one we tick and tock, and every life is counted, even as those lives pass. We are all sand and seconds and moments, all fleeting. Interesting. Sand. Fire burns until it doesn't. Lives are lived until they aren't. Dreams are dreamt until we wake. REM stands by all of this, counting. What better unit of measure than the souls that pass through the tree of life into Angelarium? REMF walks between the pillars of past and present, turning every corner and every second. REM's movements can be seen in our own as a fulcrum between a fulcrum between moments. A clock, a torch, a wave. A clock, a torch, or a wave are the signs of this angel. So we're going to ask how this angel is serving us. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Four of Pentacles here again. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. But we have, he's helping us. We got Page of Pentacles and Page of Staffs. He's helping us manifest light. He's helping us with the light. He's helping us bring the light to earth. Queen of Cups energy, yeah. Love, healing, empathy, compassion, nurturing, as well as intuition, dreams. Like he's bringing love. Oh wow, the balance, helping us make the choices that'll bring us into balance. Yeah, he's definitely, this angel of time is helping with this change because it's time. It's time for divine change. Angel of Remph. Anything I need to know about Angel of Remph? I said Angel of Remph. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Again, thieves don't break into empty houses. Your spiritual attacks, there are certain things that are happening because you have an energy that is, you are a resource. And once you realize that, and you can begin to protect yourself and work with these light energies, because I love a bathroom that has a window so that you can open the window, let the fresh air in, and let the sunlight hit all the surfaces to cleanse, to kill bacteria, or, to get rid, and it makes such a difference when you have a window in your bathroom. And I know that's such a random, but I'm just saying it's like the light purifies, and there's a divine light that's coming in to help you get rid of these energy attachments that are weighing you down, slowing you down, affecting how you think, how you feel, and how you move and choose through the world. And you don't even know that you have a big ass fat fucking energetic spiritual tick draining your precious life force. No, ma'am, Pam, we done. We done with that. Divine timing for the angel of Remph, and divine timing comes up. This is heavy. That's a serious angel. Like, if you look him up, he ain't playing. He got to, not your intuition. and chakra blockage, meaning some of you out there, you're not listening to your intuition. You're listening to your ego, you're listening to the parasite, you're listening to the entity, you're listening to the demon, you're listening to the bad memories, and that's what's messing with your intuition, which is why it has to be cut out and released. You're listening to other people. That's one of the main attack points. Your trust and your intuition. These entities use your intuition against you. And sometimes you think, oh, well, I listened to my intuition and it didn't. That wasn't your intuition, because your intuition would never tell you anything. You have to build it. It's like a muscle. You have to flex it. And that's part of what this reading is, to activate you to start doing your spiritual push-ups so that you can be the magician in your life. Yeah, chakra blockage. I'm going to start a series. Yeah, chakra blockage. Our energy centers. That's why I'm going to start a whole series. I'm going to have a Patreon and a fan base, and we're going to get into, I'm opening my channel for readings. I mean, it's been open for readings, but I want to do a chakra reading where we pull cards on all your chakras, and we go into each chakra and we find out what's blocked, what's clogged, what needs to be cleared and balanced. Chakra blockages. Make lemonade. Make that lemonade, honey. Okay? Make that lemonade. Life gives you lemons. Make lemonade. If that's not one of the most powerful, turn a negative into a positive picture. Oh, you gave me lemons? Ha! I'm going to make lemonade. Extra sweet. No, I'm just saying, and yes, this is funny because this is coming up in a lot of the collective readings. Yes. It's time. Yes, you are worthy. Yes, you have done enough work to create a shift and a change. So keep doing the work. Keep being open, loving, laughing, being light. Message in a dream. Oh, wow. I got this. I'm resonating with this. One of the readers, yeah, message in a dream. And this was how we started off the reading. When the first installment of this reading was focus on the solution. That's what I asked Spirit. I said, what did you want me to know going into this reading? And it said to focus on the solution. Gratitude. And last but not least, yeah, spiritual attack. Raise up your shields. We're under spiritual attack right now. And this is why, it's important to communicate this. Because again, I want to help you manifest. We could do your daily, your weekly, you know what I mean? There's plenty of people out there doing that, but there are also people out here who are manning the towers, who are letting you know another aspect of how we awaken. This is amazing. Like, again, this divine change is coming. And so this angel is helping this, usher this in, this angel of time. It's time for the change. That's so deep. It's time for us to receive this light. It's time for us to receive this love. It's time for us to be more loving. Time for us to allow love in. Page of Staffs, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles. And maybe for some of you, if you feel like that's what's happening, the imbalance is because there's a change coming. We're being brought back into balance. There's a change to, and again, scales. Balance. Something is out of balance. Something is trying to affect the balance. And so we need everyone who hears this message, who's in tune, to begin this magical journey, this adventure. I mean, I know many of you have. Please, I don't mean to be condescending or redundant, but it's so important right now. So important. Let me just ask, we have resilience here. Tell me, can I have something on resilience? What do we need? Resilience. You are so close. Wow. You're so close. You're almost there. And that's, it's so interesting. It's like sometimes we want to give up. The moment that you get that thought form, give up, I want to give up, that means you're so close. And that's the enemy fucking with you. And I'm sorry, I have to be, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of energy. It's the enemy. You are strong and resilient, and these burdens will be lifted. Just have faith and trust. This change is here. Again, we have change. The Tower card came out. This card came out. Change has been mentioned. We are about to create something new. You are so close. And yeah, you tripping. You tripping came out. You tripping. You are so close. Don't you dare think about giving up. I'm just saying, whatever fears, because fear, we have resistance, right? Swords and shields, putting up that fight, resisting, cutting out what you don't need anymore, raising your sword and shield and going after what you do want. The path is opening. The way is opening. The illuminated path, as the card, they describe it, the illuminated path, right? So that's why this energy is trying so hard to keep you from shining your light. It's trying to keep you in fear. Fear blocks flow. So this is a card of just saying, you tripping. You tripping. You got this. Don't let that fear and that anxiety use your courage. This is what we're learning, how to manage fear. In the ancient mystery schools, that was one of their biggest rituals, was learning how to manage fear. They would make you jump into, they had this, like one of the mystery school rituals was they had this pool, this chamber, okay, it's like a U shape, right? And you have to dive down and go down this, I think it might have even been dark. You have to swim down so many feet and cross under this pool to the other chamber that comes up on the other side. And at the top of the water, it's like really deep. There's alligators up there being, fed and distracted, I guess, by people up there. And you have to complete the test by swimming underneath and keeping your breath and your heart rate down. Like, fear is one of the things that you have to conquer. We all have to conquer. And one of the ways to conquer them is gratitude. Shifting your focus from the fear. Shifting your focus from the worry into something, a different energy field. I'm grateful. I love. I am. You know what I mean? Like, and staying positive and staying strong and resilient. Because this change, there's a lot of blessings. We have the Empress and the Ten of Cups here. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the... Yeah, it's going to restore balance. There's a change coming. And some of us may feel, wow, Page of... Are we feeling unbalanced? Or are we about to be pulled into balance? Yeah, it's all good. Oh, look, I was about to say the light is coming and the Sun card is right there. It's coming in. So catch it. Catch this light wave. If you are hearing this and you catch, and then again, these messages, this is for this time, but it's still, if you're getting this after, it's time. When you receive this message, it's time. If you're ready, if you're done with the past, if you're truly done and you're ready to activate and wake up to something new and more and mo better, then this is the time for you to wake up. And this is the time for you to get in touch This is what illume, amaze, and illume, amaze, a knot was this energy. Illume, amaze, a knot. And the other three that I said for this one, that's how you know when you encounter those items, it's a symbol of that angel being in your presence. It's an affirmation, it's a confirmation of what this angel is trying to bring in for you as an individual, as well for the entire, you know, collective consciousness. Beautiful. All right. I don't think there's much else to add. Ooh, I love that the angel of night is on here. And we got message of a dream and message in a dream. And this is an angel who dances. Some of you just need to get out. Lighten your load. Go out and have fun. Go dancing. Go have fun. Go out on for a night on the town. But we have that moon energy. But she's supposed to be associated with the angel of dreams. Duma. Duma. Not exactly sure how to say it. Oh my gosh. I just realized I'm extremely hungry. I don't know. I want to see. Yeah, this is, so we have dance here. So I'm definitely, especially with the vision I had before I started it with the shaman, all the tribes coming together. Some of you are dancers, and you're a dancer, and you think that, oh, I just like, you're good at dancing, you've danced, you've been performed, or people tell you you're a good dancer, or however it is, you're a shaman. The first thing that the oppressors, one of the first things the oppressors made the indigenous or native people of this land do when they got here is stop doing their ghost dances that called up their guardians. A fleeting spirit who dances across the sky, beautiful but aloof. Stars fill the tresses of Leliel's hair. The night passes whether we are lost to quiet murmurs of sleep or staring out at a darkened expanse of sky. For everything you see, there are 1,000 things unseen. You witness the glimmer, the gleaming of what is truly there. Leliel passes from star to star, filling the night with light. One would think, filling the night with light. Yup. However, that is Leliel's realm. That one would think the darkness, Leliel's realm. However, it is starlight that heralds night's arrival. Star bright starlights dance on and on across this night. Stars shine brightest in darkness, right? What lullabies await us? What glittering night charms will Leliel hang upon the sky for all to see, for all to dream? Wind, sheer cloth, and the moon. As we direct our attention to the supermoons of May, June, July, and August of 2022, which is why another reason why I was prompted to do this reading, because the moon energy, the supermoon energy, the geomagnetic storms. So the extra photons of light coming to Earth from the sun, also reflecting off the moon, which is also in superposition of being super close or being close to the Earth. This is a time to be very diligent and very conscious of what you are thinking, what you are focusing on, because again, the key to all this is you may manifest something you don't want, and you may repel something you don't, because that is supermoon energy. You are magnetic, and you might be manifesting. You know, some of you might be fighting with people, arguing with people, because the enemy's out there working. The emotions are high during this supermoon. The enemy is working, and you know, things are being taken out of your life for a reason. Certain things are attached to you for a reason, and it's time for them to go. So I'm going to end it on that note, and I want to say gratitude and appreciation to above and below. And I wish you magic and adventure.